Before getting into today's episode, we'd like to thank Mac Performance PT for sponsoring the Walk On Pod. For more on their services and contact information, click the link in our Instagram bio where you will be led to their website. Mac Performance PT, helping Sacramento athletes live life without limits.
Thank you for tuning back into the Walk On Pod. Man, I think all of us are very excited for this episode. We got a guest that has been name dropped plenty of times. A very notorious name, if you know, you know. But we got Chris Fairchild here with us today. Chris, man, pleasure having you on with us.
It's an honor, man. It's an honor.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's go, man. Long overdue.
Talk about a long time coming here.
Yeah, I have no words. I don't even have it to give it. He has his own introduction.
Yeah, no, this is a special cat right here. But you know, Chris, long-time listener, first-time guest. But you know, the floor is yours. You know, you could take this whatever direction. I know the four of us were probably this is gonna be all over the place. Just a preface for the listeners. But yeah, you know, the floor is Chris's, and we'll go from there.
Man, played basketball with the homies for Luke since about first grade. Jared, shout out those old Talons days.
Yeah.
Tommy, since you were a young cat at training, that was a great time. Just been playing ever since. Then stopped, kept coming here, and we've been going. We were training. Great memories from all the training sessions. Jared getting heated, throwing chairs, hitting ragers on him, and all of that. Yep. And then played JUCO. Didn't work out for me, but that's pretty much my journey here. Knew Luke ever since, one of my best friends. Jared like a big brother, and Tommy like a little brother ever since all the little trainings getting thrown into the fire.
Yeah. Real talk.
That's for sure.
I would say
Definitely.
Chris and Tommy's relationship is definitely a testament to what we talk about with the whole KI fam, where, you know, Tom was kind of, like Chris said, thrown into the fire, and like through just like competing and like all of us in that gym together like every day during the summer, like everyone became close
100%.
because of it, and like here we are.
Facts.
100%.
Years
Yeah.
later.
No, for real.
Well, it's really crazy to think. It's like the thing I think about too sometimes is like when it started. Well, it obviously started with Luke first, but then like when I started doing the Talons teams, and it was like Chris and Will and Grant and like all these other kids that like I never would have guessed back then that the guys that stuck around are the ones that did stick around. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah, we were some assholes.
Like there was well, no, I just mean like
then.
I don't mean that way. I just mean like there was like I couldn't have pinpointed it to like it worked out the best though, right? Because like the dudes that were really
Yeah.
about it were the ones that like stuck. Because like when I was training Chris's AU teams and even Luke's teams, like I didn't know, like I had just started training, so I was like I didn't really know which way I was gonna go, if I was gonna do this for a long time or whatever. And it's like looking back on now is like everything kind of worked out how it was supposed to, and the guys that like stayed true were the ones that like we obviously still have close relationships with. So like it kind of worked out dope.
Yeah, 100%.
Definitely. Man, Chris, you know, he gave a real like bare bones blueprint.
Yeah,
of
that
the
was
whole
light.
story.
Chris didn't really hit on
Because
his basketball.
no, there's a lot to dive into with Chris and his basketball.
retired.
I think yeah, retire. I mean, but this guy,
Because the Swiss
man.
Army knife.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Swiss Army knife of the hoop community.
So, one thing about Chris that I want to start this episode off with, at least. Chris knew how to press Jared's buttons better than anyone else. Now we got into it a little bit with Owen, but Chris was different. Owen would do it more personal, and and Chris did it more basketball. And I don't know if that makes any sense, but I know Jared and Tommy know exactly what I'm talking about. Like this guy, Chris, like would do the most unorthodox basketball moves, and exclusively on Jared, at the worst possible time. And
We've
it would
already
always blow up.
mentioned the behind the head for a game on
That was
COD
still the
before.
craziest game shot I've ever hit in my life to this day.
No,
So
it
storybook that it
just
was
had to
on
be
Jared.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just had to be.
It always did.
But no, he was a staple of the KI fam for surely. But on the basketball court for real, like when me and Chris were teammates, he was always like the glue guy that was always gonna be like getting dirty, like doing the dirty work every single game. Like he was gonna take the hard foul, he was gonna dive on the floor, he was gonna lead the team in rebounds, he was gonna do all that just to like will us to victory. And I remember he would like guard the best big man, but then he would also be the top of our zone. Like this, he would do all these random things. Like, but it worked. It worked because he one bought into that role, and two, he was super talented at what he did. So like, I feel like Tommy's saying he's a Swiss Army knife. I feel like that's the best way to put it. I don't know. Chris, do you agree with me?
I mean, just kind of get put in the roles that you get put in. I mean, look at our high school team. We got you, Will, Grant, me, a couple other guys. I mean, our offenses and stuff, whatever you want to call them, just get put in the right positions and just try to do what you try to do to win, I mean, because you, Will, Grant, you guys are all going to knock down shots. You just got to get them in the right opportunity and just got to get the looks that the defense is giving you.
Yeah, I feel like you correct me if I'm wrong, but you led our high school team in assists, right?
I don't know.
I think you did.
I would guess that because I feel
makes
like
the most
you
sense.
and Will and Grant probably didn't. Once the ball touched your hands, it only got passed to the rim. So
Yeah, that was
someone had to
At a
pass
high
it to you
rate.
first.
Luke, you remember that out of bounds play we had? That was a cheat code. I would get the ball like right at the free throw line, and I would just throw it like right to you
Yeah.
or Will every time. And it would just be an automatic three, wide open every time.
Yeah, that was funny. No, I think another thing about Chris, and I talked about at his wedding, I talked about this. Chris always had the weirdest injuries going on also, but he would always play through them. He would always play through them. Now, I don't want to steal your thunder here, Chris. If you want to go through some of these random injuries, go ahead, because I remember a few
Yeah,
a few that definitely
that put
stand
me
out
out.
to me.
No, I remember the biggest one I think was our junior year when we were playing in the Gold Dust tourney.
Oh,
And we were playing
heralded gold dust.
Yeah, we were playing El Dorado, and I come down for a rebound. We were wearing these terrible team issued LeBrons, super clunky, and I come down for a rebound and I land on my ankle and it just twists and swells up like immediately, and it was super swollen. So I sit out the next game because I couldn't even fit my foot in the shoe. Like I was wearing a brace and like I couldn't even fit my foot in the shoe. So I sit out. I forget who we were playing. I forget who it was next game, but we lose. And that's a game Will played. And so we lost that game. And then the next game, I was like, nah, screw that. Like, I'm coming back and I'm playing. So I somehow fit my foot in the shoe, came back, and then we played and we won. So that's how I got one up on Will for most wins at Vista.
That's right.
Because I sat out that game. Yeah.
I remember that. That is funny. Yeah. So Chris is alluding to it right now. He is first all time in Vista's history for most wins. And then Will, who's been on here, Will Fitzpatrick, he's number 2 by 1 game. So that's that. But then you guys are tied for most games played then?
Yeah, I think so.
So
yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, the class of 2017 at Vista has a lot of records. What are you, number 1 in rebounding too?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, look at the guy. Like,
the guy's just like acting like.
I think we have everything.
Good accolades. Good accolades.
I will say.
Hayden doesn't have anything.
I think the only thing he would have. Yeah, I think he would have his points, and Luke took that.
Yeah, he's on the scoring list. I think Will and I are up there, and then honestly, I think I'm 2 now. I think a kid just broke my scoring record. So, but
really.
Yeah, I don't really know. I don't know too much about it, but Owen told me that he was going off. He was averaging like 20 this year or something. But good for him.
I'm sorry, Luke.
I think that's fine. I'm not worried about that.
I think the one thing I will say is like I watched Chris play a lot, and the one thing is that he was always going to, like Luke said, he's always going to put his body on the line for the win. But he also would come up with the most clutch, like plays, like whether it was deflection or block, or like he might randomly like catch a tip dunk or like a body that like just sends the team and like sends the Eagles nest into a frenzy. And it's just
Eagles
like,
Shout out
nest.
the nest.
and it's like, but that was the thing is like,
Nest gets rowdy.
yeah, it was like cool to see because I guess we talk about the walk on mentality a lot. And like, Chris, you can tell me if I'm wrong, but like, out of most of the games I watched, like they never ran plays for Chris, but Chris would still end up like stuffing the stat sheet like heavily. And it's like, I really like, shout out to you on that. Cause that was something that I felt like I had to do too when I was playing. So
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I think that all stems back from I think like 7th or 8th grade. I was on the Talons and we were not good at all. And I was on the B team. So I was like, how am I on the B team of this terrible AAU team? We'd play Luke's team and get killed by 40. And I remember just thinking like my freshman year, I was like, like screw that coach. Like I want to prove him wrong and like make the JV team my freshman year. And I think I've ever had that chip on my shoulder ever since. And me and Luke and 2 other guys, we got pulled up like halfway through freshman year. So I think I guess that counts. Getting pulled up to JV, 50-50.
Yeah, it was 3 of us because you can't forget Vance, man. You, me, Vance.
You, me, and Will.
Oh no, you're right. It was 4. It was 4. Yeah.
And,
you, me, Vance, and Will.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember this. Oh man, this is a memory. We talk about this, but so that year that we got pulled up, and like we've talked about how I used to be like a child until I was like 18. So, like we get me, Chris, and Will like all immediately started on JV. I think it took like maybe 1 or 2 games for all of us to get put in the starting lineup. But Vance Olives, also another listener, but I'm sure he's been name dropped a few times. Vance didn't get started on the JV team until like midway through league. We were playing Consumnes, who was number 1 in the league at the time, and he got put in the starting lineup, and we were like, oh, like it's going down today. Like it's really the freshmen are playing today, and we ended up beating them at their crib, and it was like crazy. Vance probably had like 5 or 6 spin moves, but yeah, no, I do remember that. I remember that a lot.
We thought we were so dope that game because all like the student section was coming out, like waiting for the varsity game.
Yeah, because that was the year that Consumnes and Folsom played each other in sections. Jared, if you remember that.
Yeah, that was Van Dyke's team with Tolles. Eric Tolles on that team. Yeah.
And who's the football player? LJ Reed.
LJ Reed, yeah.
Yeah. No, they were good.
Yeah, they had a good team.
Yeah, so their student section started packing like second half, and we were like, oh, like this is a real primetime game action. If we were like little freshmen, didn't really know what to do. We won, man. We won. And I'm sure Chris came up with some pivotal rebound that game that, like Jared said, that willed us to victory.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It was cool to watch because it was just I think, the things that Chris did well were capable, like happened because of the things that Will and Luke and Grant did well, and like I think vice versa too, right? Like it was such a symbiotic relationship where it's like I know like Luke, like Chris knew, okay, Luke is going to get these shots. That's going to open up these opportunities for me, and vice versa. Like I know Chris is going to get these boards or these. He's going to push the ball. Like he would just randomly get like a ball that would like anybody could just let it go out of bounds, and he would like snatch it, and then like he's like playing the 5, and he just starts pushing up the floor, little push cross to the middle, and then would find somebody like streaking up the line for a 3.
Chris with the push cross in the bulldog. Those two right there.
I was going to say the bulldog.
I remember the first time we were trying bulldog
movements.
The Bulldogs had me at Folsom High School. I was trying the Bulldogs. Jared, you had to pull me to the side. Like, you're not doing this right.
I feel like we've all had that one move with Jared that like took the whole training session.
The whole workout. Like everybody else's workout sacrificed because that like you couldn't like Grant Lomolino, man. Shout out to Grant, the power step.
I remember
this guy could not figure out how to take his hip over the top of his other foot.
Yeah, I remember. But the thing about Chris and the Bulldog, so then I think we've told this story too at Marble Valley. So full court ones, big bulldog.
Yeah.
Right on. We don't have to name names or anything, but all of
Yeah,
us
yeah.
were
We
there.
don't
Remember
want to put the
exactly
name
what
out there,
happened.
but yeah. Well,
Late training.
Yeah, what we remember is that because Marble Valley is a special gym, and the sound that the rim made when Chris like snapped the rim,
Oh my God, bro.
it sounded like a
Good breakaway
gunshot
rim
went
in
off.
there.
Yeah, it sounded like a gunshot went off.
It
But
I
he
was
didn't
so
pull the
mad
rim.
too.
He didn't pull the rim down. He did the Dwight Howard where he like threw the ball into the rim hecka hard. It just went like boom. And it
Bro,
was
and
like, okay, session's over.
Yeah, no, that's what I was gonna say. The craziest part about it all was it was like we had asked to keep playing ones because it was like Jared's last one of the day. So it's like middle of the summer in this sauna gym. So we're all like just sloppy playing ones. And he goes and punches dude, and I was like, oh, he was like, that's game. I was like, oh yeah, that's
Free
definitely
throws.
game. Jared's like, wrap it up, we're done. Like no one knew what to say. That was
Oh
crazy.
my gosh.
No, the worst part about that was because you guys all played on the same, like you guys all played together. The worst part about that is that you guys were trying so hard not to laugh. but once that person left the gym, it was like nonstop laughter.
Oh, you know, like the meme where like when people get dunked on, they take the ball out quick to get up. Bro, he put his shoes on. He's like, all right, guys, I'm gonna see you at practice tomorrow. He got up out of there. We were all dying.
Oh,
No.
Yeah, Chris, man.
I,
Yeah, so,
I think
Go
I
ahead,
got
go
a
ahead.
story about that. I think I got a story about the same person we're talking about. So we're
yeah,
at
go ahead.
I
Go
think
ahead.
it was like freshman year of college. Yeah, it had to have been freshman year
Yeah.
of college. And we're playing ones
I
at
know what story you're gonna tell.
we're playing ones at sport courts, and we're like playing five spots, bucket at each spot. And I get it at the top, and I think I do like a driving like floater where my momentum takes me towards the baseline, and I miss it, and I'm mad because I'm like, I should not be missing on this dude. Like I should be this should be a bucket every time. So the padding like behind the wall, like behind the hoop, there was no padding at sport courts. It was just
At that
padding
time,
and then
yeah.
straight plywood. So I punch it thinking I'm gonna get like just a little punch. Shout out to Memphis Timberwolves and punch it, and then my hand hurt so bad. So next day we're at Luke's house playing cornhole, and Jared, you pull up. My hand is swollen from punching that, and I'm like, I do not want Jared to see this right now because he's about to get on me.
It always comes full circle, man.
Yeah.
Oh
It
man.
always comes
yeah.
full circle.
Well, I mean, yeah, that was a rough. I mean, yeah, that was a rough day for you guys in the cornhole fields too. So
Never.
Is it a field?
there
I
he
don't know.
goes.
Yeah, I'll give. Hey, Jared. It's well documented. I've given Jared his flowers when it comes to cornhole. That's he got that one. He's got it. I mean, because me and Chris we're some stiff competitors over there, but he got us. He got us that day. So
I won
gotta-
with Hannah. That's how it was. That's
yeah,
how it
no,
was.
yeah, it was impressive. It was an impressive showing out of the guy. You could tell he's got. Tom, he used to be in the backyard at those East Bay houses. Just what I'm saying, like
We can run it back.
Nah, this
though.
is all natural, bro. I roll out of bed.
We can run it back though.
we can
Yeah.
run it back. I mean,
Yeah.
we'll get into a couple of other games and whatnot that we've indulged in. No, another thing I wanted to touch on. I mean, we're kind of all over the place, like I said, but Chris was the first out of the group to be able to dunk, and I remember it was freshman year. Chris, it was when he started dunking, and I remember it was like the coolest thing in the world because like for me, I could like touch net, and I was like hyped. So like Chris being able to dunk, it was sick. So like I remember in PE, he was always dunking, and like any single time in practice he tried to and everything. So I remember it was on the JV team. We were playing Galt, and we were up by like 40, and we were like, yo, AJ, our coach, we're like, AJ, put Chris in, like let him get a dunk. And I remember he was sitting there like LaMelo Ball cherry picking for the entire like fourth quarter. We couldn't get him like a clean opportunity, and he tried like one that was like super forced, and it like wasn't even close. And AJ was like, get him out of there, like we're done with this. But yeah, bro, the kid was dunking as a freshman. I feel like that's impressive. That's an impressive.
That's a big
feat.
deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big deal.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. Tommy was dunking as a freshman too.
Yeah, and Tommy was dunking 8th grade.
Here we go.
When we first
All right.
met him.
All right, dickheads.
Oh man.
Hey,
Oh,
Tommy, I don't even know why you don't take that so personally because Chris probably can't dunk anymore.
Nah.
And Luke was only able to start dunking
Okay.
like 3 years ago.
You know, give me 30 minutes of stress. We'll talk about it.
a good lob and a couple of stretches
over here.
Yeah. What hoop are we talking about?
Yeah.
Are we talking about a
Yeah,
strip?
handy, not handy.
Yeah.
We'll go to the
Handy.
old backyard. And you see how low it is now.
Good
Yeah.
runs. Good runs of Handy, man.
There are.
Jared could probably dunk it handy.
Probably.
Jared probably could.
That's a sad
I dunk.
thing.
I dunk pretty easily at Handy, so I hope Jared can dunk at Handy.
Yeah,
We
you
gotta
never
get a
know
good
though. We'll see what
dynamic,
that hip's talking about.
A good dynamic.
That's what I say, get
Yeah,
yourself a-
gonna need a really good dynamic.
Yeah. I might even hire one of the team guys to come out and give me a half court.
That's crazy. That's
Oh
crazy.
my gosh.
Don't want to.
Bring out the Theragun, you'll be all right.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Like, give me 15 more minutes.
Yeah.
Chris, you got anything more on your intro? Because there is some juicy
There's a
juicy
lot going
talk
on.
in this right now.
I'm good.
Okay, let's this is what everybody wants to hear. Tyler
Yep.
Smith, I know you got it turned all the way up to 10.
Ah, man. Was the beam lit on Friday? I can't remember, guys.
I do
Bro,
not
we
believe-
sat all our starters. Like, are you happy about that?
You didn't say all of them.
Who
Hey,
HB played,
hey.
and that's it.
Keegan
All I
Murray
gotta
played.
say is like you just play who's in front of you, and the
Yeah.
results
Good
lie as they
win,
may.
good win.
Why'd
Those-
they rest
yeah,
him? Why they didn't
because-
rest him today? Why'd they rest him on Friday? Were they
honestly,
scared, or-
honestly, like I could put on the front for the pod and all that. I have no idea. I really have no idea.
Okay.
It didn't make sense to me.
I think, but it could be on the other side though. This is serious too. Not trying to go crazy, but they could want that same matchup though for their own.
No, I
reasons,
think no.
you know?
So I was gonna bring that up.
No, I
So
think they do. I
at the
honestly
time of
think
this
they do.
recording,
Yeah.
no, at the time of this recording, it's
Everything's
set. The
set.
Kings are playing
Yeah,
the
it's
Warriors.
Sunday night. That's what
It's
that's what I'm
written.
brought up.
Me and Tommy manifested this. We beef all the time on the pod, but we talk about it. We talked about it. We manifested it. So it's happening. Now, I do have a theory. I think Mike Brown wanted this matchup. I think this is like the little brother, like, now it's my time. Like, we run it now. And like, cause he like,
Right.
this
Is
is
the
his
higher
team now.
seed?
Yeah. So I think
Yeah.
that's what I feel about it.
I'm not sure
if
they
that's the
run
case-
anything, but right.
Look, man. I think it's going to be a special series. I think this could be the start of a new Western Conference rivalry here.
It's gonna
you
be
know,
a special 6
The,
games,
the
hard fought.
highway 80. The highway 80.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a
It's something
hard
like the Bay Bridge
fought
series, but,
6
like,
games, man.
a little better.
When's the first game? Saturday?
Saturday night.
Yeah.
Saturday,
5:30.
ABC. Mark Jones on the call.
This is the
Mark,
question.
Mark
everyone wants to know.
Jones and
Luke, are you
Doris
going?
Burke.
Shout out. Hey, I
we'll
talked to him
try.
earlier. I talked to him earlier today, just not too long ago. Shout out to former pod guest Pierre. He will
Mhm.
probably be in the building for
Oh,
NBA
Pierre?
Europe.
A special guy.
So yeah.
Yeah, wait,
Yeah.
Luke, are you gonna be there?
We're working on that. Hopefully, we'll have an
Yeah.
answer for you soon.
Yeah, can we talk? Hey, can we talk about? So this is my real beef, though. I have beef that has nothing to do with the actual stuff going on the floor. Can we talk about you soft Kings fans like finally getting a playoff series and trying to gouge people $2,000 for tickets?
I don't get why that's soft. What's so soft about that?
Like that's like you finally make the playoffs and now you're trying to take advantage of all like you can't
No,
pay $2,000
I don't-
to go to a game.
I don't think that's Sacramento running those prices up. I think that's like resale prices.
No, it's those are Sacramento season ticket holder prices
well, yeah,
that are
I mean,
reselling.
Man,
this
man.
is what I said about Kings fans, man.
Letting
Like,
the
we're
hype
not
get to
entitled. We're
them, man.
hustlers. We're hustlers.
Okay,
So
I can tell you.
He
I
said,
can-
"Don't believe the hype." He said, "Don't believe the hype."
Yeah. All I know is that, like, okay, cool. You got a playoff series. Why are you gouging your fans and taking out your real fans?
I don't think.
I wanna know.
I mean, I think you're looking into it the wrong way.
$400 for the nosebleeds. You've sat in the 200s, Luke. It's like getting vertigo up there. I've been
I
there
don't think
one
it's
time.
it's special.
I'm never gonna sit up there ever again. I will
No, I
watch
think-
it on my
Suck.
couch.
I think the
Nosebleeds
way you're
suck.
looking at it wrong. I think you're looking at it wrong. The way
How?
you got to look at it is the higher you go, the closer you are to the beam. Now that's why, like, you should be willing to shell out this type of cash. Like this is some, you know how much
This
people pay
guy's
to like. You know how much
unbelievable.
people
There's
pay
no
to go to
way
the
you just
pyramids or
said
go see the Mona Lisa?
$400.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
How are you not
$400 to
breaking a smile?
watch your team lose by 16.
Jared, wasn't
Oh,
that the
okay,
same?
see, now-
wasn't that the same thing with the
now-
Warriors though? When they got
The
good?
Warriors, no, the Warriors ticket prices jumped when they won.
bro, I don't want to hear this, bro. Everyone always
When
talks
they
about,
won.
like,
Hold
bro,
on. Can we
Chase Center's not
rewind?
Oracle.
Can
It's
we
not the same
rewind?
thing. What?
There's no way Luke just said that sitting in the nosebleeds with $400 to be closer to the beam with a straight face. There's no way he just said that.
Bro, how much do
That's
people
the
pay to go?
craziest thing I've
How
ever
much
heard.
do people pay to go to see the Mona Lisa? How much do people pay to go to the pyramids? You know what I mean?
The
Like
beam
these
is
are
on the top.
monuments.
There is
beam
a
to the
whole
Mona
there is a
Lisa.
whole ceiling in between the
And I
beam
can
and the
tell you right now,
nosebleeds.
every day of the week, the Mona Lisa is there. And I promise you, 4 out of these next 7 games, that beam will not be lit. That's all I'm saying.
So honest predictions. Honest
Real
predictions. I want your
talk.
honest prediction. I want your honest prediction.
Warriors
Honest
in 6.
predictions.
Warriors in
Warriors
6.
in
Warriors in
6.
6.
Honest
Warriors in 6.
So
predictions.
how does it go? So when do the Kings get their wins?
It will be split. I think it'll be split in sack.
Okay.
And then I think the Warriors will take both at home, and then the Kings will
Yep.
win 5, and the Warriors will
Yep.
close in 6.
Exactly how I have it.
Do you who takes
And
game
I-
one?
I
Sacramento
think-
or Golden
I think
State?
the Warriors-
Sac,
I think the
Sac
Warriors
takes
take game one.
I think
disagree.
no. I think Sac takes game 1. I think there will be too much energy in the room,
So
and then the Warriors are not going to take it as seriously as they probably should.
okay.
Because
Okay.
it will be a good matchup, and it's going to be different for the Kings, but the Kings are very good. Like, I'm not going to take
Yeah.
anything away from them. So I think the fact that they're having their first playoff game, the whole city's behind them, the rich people, the people that live in Granite Bay and stuff that can pay $2,000 to go to the game.
The whole
But-
Granite Bay is mine.
Yeah, exactly. So, but
There
like,
will be some El Dorado Hills people in the
Yeah,
building, I'm
Sprinkle
sure.
in a few.
They're-
You know.
yeah,
Yeah,
probably
come on now.
won't be any South Sac people up there.
But
They'll
they're
be
doing a viewing
outside the
party
way
in the
to get
Doco.
lit.
Yeah, I was gonna say they got a viewing
I
party in
think
Doco.
I
so.
think the Warriors are going to come in and take game 1 kind of like they did last year at Memphis. And then I think the Kings are going to respond well and they're going to get game 2. And I think the Warriors will take care of business and chase. And then they'll flip-flop and it'll be over in 6. It's going to be a battle, man. It's going to be
So
tough.
so
It's going to be tough.
again, I want an honest answer out of you two. If it goes 7, because this is a crossroads, and this is me being an honest Kings fan. You have to match up with 1, the Warriors who can't win a road game against 2, the Kings who have no playoff experience. I feel like this is an interesting dynamic for Game 7 that might
Interesting dynamic.
play out.
Do
you get what
They
I'm
just
saying?
won in sack. They just won in sack on Friday, right?
I'll let Tom go. Tom,
Bro,
be
that
serious.
wasn't
I'll
a
let Tom
playoff.
go.
That
and
wasn't
then-
a first playoff berth in 20 years.
Tom is just needling you, bro. Look at
No,
his
I know.
face.
I just gave you a very honest
I
depiction.
know.
of what
That's
this
why I
is.
just said I'm gonna let
okay,
Tommy go
okay,
first,
okay,
and then
okay,
I will give my honest answer.
Yeah, I asked the question again. I was more focused on
Oh
what you
my
had.
god!
So it's game 7 at
Children.
G1C. All right, at Golden One under the beam.
Yeah. Okay.
You have
Under the beam.
the inexperienced playoff Kings
Right.
against the I can't win on the road Warriors. I think this is an interesting matchup. People aren't really taking into account.
Yeah, I think that's a valid point, but I mean, when the lights are the brightest, the core 3 of Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and Klay Thompson have, I wouldn't say yet to fail me, but don't fail very often.
And Jordan Poole stepped up last year.
Jordan Poole's been great, but I'm just talking about the core right now. Just
Yeah.
talking about those 3 right now. They
When's
have
Wiggins
never.
back?
They have. He's back.
He's gonna be back for the playoffs.
Yeah, Wiggins
Which
is
an
playing. Yeah,
interesting dynamic.
They have never lost a series where every single one of them has played every game. So
Maybe that's
I
what I'm
don't
saying.
see
Maybe
the trend
maybe
ending.
it's time
So-
to pass the torch.
yeah,
So
I don't think it's time though.
I have
They're
a
just
more
playing.
interesting
They're
take
playing
than
at too
that.
high of a level.
I think
I feel like that's
this
a
is
cop out answer.
No, so I have a real serious answer on this one.
How is that a cop out answer? Like,
So I feel like in a game 7, all that stuff is out the window.
exactly, it doesn't matter.
And it will come down to, I think it will come down to if the Warriors execute, then they will win.
Mhm.
Like, simple as that. Like, if they take care, like if they don't turn the ball over, if they rebound, they will win. Just purely based on experience and the star power that they have. But again, game 7, everything is off the table
Right.
at that point.
I don't think it's going 7 though.
Because in the NBA though too, I know we make fun of the Warriors this year. They've had their big struggles on the road, but like out of all the major sports, I feel like the NBA, like home court advantage means a lot less now than it did say 5-10 years ago.
I don't know, man. We don't
'Cause I
know
feel
though,
like-
because the Kings haven't been in the playoffs for that entire time period that you're talking about. So
I know, but
maybe they might,
I know,
they
but
might
the
have
Kings
some.
have a good,
Okay.
but they have a good home. They have a good home court
That wasn't
advantage.
even me
But-
guessing.
No, they have a
was a-
very good home court
Yeah.
advantage when they're good. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying is like that to me, like it doesn't matter that much in the NBA anymore. I feel
I
like
agree with you.
like it just doesn't like you see teams lose game sevens at home all the time now.
Yeah, no, I mean it
Yeah.
happens. It happens.
So it's like I just think it's gonna come down to like if the
Like
Warriors
pure
don't screw it
execution.
up. Yeah, like we know how the Warriors get like and I don't see them screwing up in a game 7 if it comes to that. But again, all bets are off at that point.
All bets are off.
So Luke, you didn't tell us what your prediction is though, and
Yeah,
Chris, you didn't give us
so-
your prediction. Sorry, me and Tom kind of dominated.
honest prediction, I do think so. So this is what I have two things. I think there's a way that it needs to get done, and then I think there's a way that it will get done. I think the way that it needs to get done, the Kings need to get both at home to start. I think if they retain home court advantage and they get both at home to start, they get their feet wet. Now the whole like inexperience thing can not go out the window, but like you can put that on the back burner a little bit because now like we've gotten our like these 2 games we feel a little more comfortable where we are, and yes we do have to go on the road, but we did retain home court, so we got to get the first 2 on the road. If we can split in San Francisco in the next 2, we'll get it in 5. We'll get it in 5. I'm sure of that. They'll win in Sacramento, but I think it's gonna go 7, and I think we shock the world in 7.
Okay, that's fair. Chris, what you think?
I think Kings will win it in 6. If it goes to 7, Warriors will win.
Okay.
Just because I mean, just look at their resume. Look at how much they won. Look at how much experience they have, and look at how inexperienced Zach is. If they go to 7, I think that big of a stage, especially round 1, going up against Steph, Clay, Draymond, all those guys, I think that'll just be just a little too much, regardless of if you're at home. Because you got to think too, the Bay's hour and a half, 2 hours away. I mean, they could travel well, you know.
You say this, there's bro. I'm telling you, King's Twitter is buying out Chase Center, bro. Like, there's no that yellow joint is not happening, bro.
Yeah.
Stop.
But see, once again, based on the narrative I was explaining earlier, shout out to our special guy, Tyler Smith again. He said it was cheaper for him to buy a ticket to Chase Center for Game 4 than it was for the Kings Game 2. Like explain it to me. Like, you guys are just got all giddy and they're trying to cash in. Why do they do that to you?
People are
Why do they do
buying
that
it.
to you? Why do they do that to the true Kings fans like you?
Why do they do that? Bro, shut up. All right, bro. Like, bro, come on, bro.
Okay, next question. Who wins the playing games on the West? Let's just focus on the West right now. Who wins the playing games?
So it's Lakers and Timberwolves, right?
Yeah, and then New Orleans and OKC.
So I honestly, I would love to see OKC win. I would love to see OKC win.
Okay.
I'm gonna give them the nod. And based after what happened today, I just don't see the Timberwolves being the Lakers.
Like, what is going? Did you?
No,
Okay,
They won though. Did
they
win?
won, but I'll
Yeah.
check right now. But like either way, dog.
They won by like 6. or
Okay,
something.
no,
Anthony
they won by
Edwards is
20.
that
They won by
guy,
20.
bro.
They played this. Oh wait, they played today. Sorry. They
Won by like 2, bro. It was like a.
They won by
Edwards had a
5
big
against the
block.
Pelicans. But did anybody else see that Jay McDaniels punched the wall in the
Yeah.
hallway
He
and broke his hand? So he's not
Yeah.
playing.
Chris
He's
Fairchild.
not playing. If he's not playing, they're cooked.
Yeah, what? Like,
No, he's
but-
out.
Okay, but does
Yeah.
anybody know why he did that?
I don't know.
Weird.
Why are you doing that? Because wasn't their spot solidified already?
But, like,
today.
And the play.
But in the middle,
play-in,
but
yeah.
in the middle of the game,
Yeah.
though, he did it at halftime. Like, what was going on in his head?
Well,
really
did
weird.
you see everything else that happened, Jared?
No, I didn't get to watch any games today.
Bro,
so
so I also we'll get into this. I was on the golf course, but I saw a little bit here and there. But like,
I saw
Gobert
Cat
and
throw a
them were,
turnover
like-
on the out of bounds and tried to
No,
blame
I'm
Gobert.
talking pure. I'm talking pure. Like, just between the Timberwolves, Gobert is getting into it in huddles, and then they were saying that Kyle Anderson was like, there was like a video leaked of him like lighting people up in the locker room after. Like, it was bad. Like, it was really bad. Tommy, I don't know if you know more than what I'm bringing to the table now, or Chris.
No,
I just know
mean,
that
I just
Kyle,
saw the video.
Kyle Anderson told him to shut the F up, B word, and then Gobert threw that soft punch in his chest, and then Torian Prince stepped up.
And
Luke, are
then
you talking about the video of Anderson, like what he said in the locker room?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, do you think he said, I'm going to have to make a decision, or you guys are going to have to make a decision this offseason?
I don't know actually.
Yeah. I mean, not that they were gonna win anyways, but like
Yeah.
just looking at Anthony,
they're good though, man. When Nas Reed got hurt though, they were done.
Yeah, looking at Anthony Edwards' face while Kyle Anderson it was yelling at Rudy Gobert. This guy's like, "Get me the heck out of here!"
All I know is the best
like-
part. The best part of all of it was when Draymond punched Jordan Poole. Rudy Gobert tweeted, "Insecurity is loud," and today Draymond tweeted out after Rudy Gobert punched his teammate, "Insecurity is always loud." ...
It's funny. I gotta give
Love
Draymond
it.
his credit. He always keeps receipts.
Yeah,
He's never.
He's the best trash talker in the league.
He's got it. But yeah, I mean, put all that aside. They're playing the Lakers, and we know how
the Lakers are playing really well right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
I mean,
Lakers are legit, bro.
but no Nas Reed. I think Tom's right. No Nas. If Nas Reed is
And
healthy,
McDaniels.
and
is out,
McDaniels, yeah. Well, I just don't understand, bro. Why would you punch the wall?
Yeah, you got
Like
to
out
think
of
about
all
that
the
locker
things you
room.
can do.
I don't know. Let's ask
Like-
Chris. What was going through his head, Chris? What do we think?
What do you think on that,
Man, he
man?
was just he was just fed up. He just wanted to dominate out there, and he couldn't get it done.
As
So.
a former wall puncher himself.
Okay, so
he was
can
just thinking,
someone-
he was
good
thinking
expertise.
The
he's
guy
getting to
who's
the one
met his
seed.
match with a wall.
yeah. So wait, so it'll be 7 and 8 play each other, and then 9 and 10 will play each other, and then the loser of 7-8
Plays
plays
the winner of
the winner of. So the Minnesota could still get in.
You can still get in. I don't think
Yeah.
they will. Can we address the play-in format? I hate it.
I
don't
hate
like
it,
it
bro.
at all.
I think this is the last year of it, right?
8. Okay, but the 8 seed should not have to go on the road. If you get the 8 seed, why are you not playing the 9 seed?
No.
The
It
7
It should
seed
be
should play
it should be
10
the
seed.
7-10. Yeah.
The 7
Yeah.
seed should play the 10 seed, and the 8 seed should play the 9 seed. I think the set
But
you get the
how
8
would you
seed.
handle?
You get the 8 seed, and then you have to go on the road. Like that's just so stupid.
But would
So
you?
would you have
got
it
the
just be
8 seed.
one game, like 7
Yeah,
plays
that's
10,
what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
that's it?
I would.
And then
That's how I would have it.
Okay,
8, 9, and then that's it, and then highest seed plays
Yeah.
2.
Yeah. 7. Yeah. 7. It should be 7-10, and then 8,
Like,
9, and that's
Let's say 10 and 8 won. Like the 8 would move to the 7, and 10 would go to 8.
Yeah.
If like the 10
Yeah,
beat the
okay.
7, that's how I would do it.
Yeah.
I just think it's so stupid. It's like what? Why you get the 8 seed and then you got to go on the road while the 9 and 10, while the 9 seed doesn't have to go on the road?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
Yeah.
weird.
I mean,
yeah.
I mean,
never
I think
thought about it like
the
that.
best. I think really, the Lakers Memphis series doesn't intrigue me, but I definitely think the Phoenix Clippers series and the Warriors Kings series are the two
Yeah.
best series on the West.
I would agree. I would definitely
Like
agree.
if
Yeah.
especially if Paul George is healthy, that will be interesting.
Well, they're saying he's gonna be out for round 1.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I don't know if that's
Jared,
Yeah.
what do you think's gonna happen
And-
with Dallas this offseason with
Oh.
Kyrie
gone.
gone?
I mean, I don't. So I actually was talking to somebody about this yesterday. I truly think like there's only one place that Kyrie can go, and it's the Lakers. Because I was running down the teams, like he's not going to take a max to go play for Charlotte and
Yeah.
win 28 games. Like he wants to be in the mix. He wants to win. And the only place that he's ever been able to be himself and still win is being next to LeBron, because LeBron just doesn't need him to be a leader, doesn't need him to be mature. LeBron just needs him to score when he's super tired. When
Yeah.
LeBron needs a break, he just needs Kyrie to go beat Kyrie. So it's like it worked out perfect, but then Kyrie's ego got in the way, and then they ended up, separating.
Yeah.
But I don't think there is a place that exists like for him outside, like because you're not going to go to Denver. They have Jamal. You're not going to go to Memphis. They have Ja. You're not going to go to Phoenix because they have KD. You're not going to go to Sac because they have De'Aaron. Like maybe you go to the Clippers, but like even then, I don't think Kawhi is playing that. Like I really feel like, especially if the Lakers get bounced or like if they get smacked in the first round, they'll just go get Kyrie, and he'll just have to take a little less money. But like maybe Toronto, but like, I mean, I don't think he wants to go there or Chicago, but like, I mean, Dallas is in bad shape, man. Bad shape. And now all the stuff coming out with Mark Cuban's blaming Jalen Brunson's dad for him not coming back, even though they didn't offer him the extension twice and wouldn't match the money twice. And then you have all the stuff where they're literally admitting, like Jason Kidd's admitting in the media that they're tanking to keep their pick top
That's what I
10
was
protected.
saying. They got some weird
Like
stuff going
they're
on
gonna
over
get
there.
A lot.
fined. They're like he got fined 4 years ago for $600K when he admitted to tanking. Mark Cuban did. Now they're doing like they're gonna get fined $1 million.
Yeah.
And it's like if I'm Luke, like Luka said today, like I'm not going anywhere. But like if I'm him looking around, like dog, you have nothing. Like the team has
Something's
been
gotta
blown
shake.
up.
Luka's going to be in OKC in 3 years. I'm calling it.
Oh, that's a bold.
Okay, see
Yep.
why?
Yeah.
Because OKC has the picks and the young guys to do it. They have the picks and the young guys to pull off the trade.
You're not wrong. But I don't
Yeah,
think
but
OKC,
but
like,
he can.
based on,
Yeah, but he already signed
Look
the
at-
max. Like he's
I was
he's
gonna
not
say
doing
I
that.
don't think OKC is gonna, like, they're building something rather special over there. Like I don't think like
Yeah,
like, they
Shea
have to
and Shea
literally
is
blow
nice.
all that up. Like this
Yeah.
whole rebuild that they got.
I'm not moving Shea. Like Shea and Luca are the same to me. So
Fair.
Yeah.
Shea is tough.
yeah, I think he'll end up at the Lakers, Chris, and I think the Dallas is going to be bad again. But again, they are going to keep the pick top 10 protected, so they're going to get a top 10 pick. So they're going to get a wing that's good, and because it's a deep draft for wings. So it's like they get a wing, Luca's there, and then they just have to retool because I think Christian Wood will be gone. They have to re-sign Dwight Powell. They have to re-sign Maxey, even though I think they offered Maxey an extension. They don't have their team's just not well put together now.
Yeah.
So
Sorry, James.
Yeah.
yeah, sorry, James.
He said
Yeah, what was he
said that
talking
they were
about
gonna-
when he came on the pod? They're gonna
Yeah,
play
I
the
mean,
Kings?
this guy was talking about playing the Kings
Yeah.
in the
Yeah,
playoffs.
what?
I mean,
Yeah, James, what are you talking about, dude? What are they putting in your creatine over there?
you took the words right over it, Jared. You really did.
Right. Well, now that we decided that we've all got the Warriors coming out of the West, who should we pick for the East here?
No, I don't want to talk about these today.
All right.
I think
I'm
we
gonna
should
say-
talk
I'm
about
gonna
some.
say-
okay, if we don't
Can we
want to
talk about
the
some
East-
green jackets?
Wait,
Can we
hold
talk
on.
about
If
some
we-
green jackets?
wait. If we don't want to talk about the East, we don't want to talk about the East. Can we talk about why? Like what? Just like I like even just as a basketball fan, not even as a Warriors fan aside. What? Like yeah, the Kings have a better record, but like on paper and like Warriors Kings, where is the Kings' advantage?
They're
Luke.
the best offensive team of all time.
Okay, but like let's go through matchups, man. Like where is their advantage?
I think it's gonna. I genuinely think this is gonna be the best series to watch. I think it's gonna be.
No,
a
I'm
very
excited. Yeah,
high-scoring
like they're a
affair.
good
They
team.
have an advantage with Sabonis.
We have
Sabonis is a better
depth,
player.
I think, and we have
He's a better
much better
player.
depth.
But
Yes.
Better player. I would
no,
say
no,
if
I'm
you
talking
go
about
one
the
through
depth. I'm talking about the depth, Jared.
no, I'm saying 1 through 5. You go through the matchups. Like the way playoff series are won is like if you have 3 of the 4 best players in the series, you're gonna win. And that's kind of where the Warriors are at.
That's where, yeah, that's what I would say.
I guess
So,
because like the thing is, like, we can all just say this. Like we can all just say this. Like, you know what I mean? The Kings performed and put themselves in this position to have a home game on Saturday. Like there's not
They
this isn't
did.
just like
Damn right. The
poof,
Warriors
like,
have
we're
also
here.
won a road game in 27 straight series. So
Okay, but that was last year. Where was all that during the year? Where was all this
that was
road
last
during the
year and the year before and the year before. Like
when
Right.
you
Where was it
Luke,
most
this is-
recently,
Luke, this
Tom?
is-
Like most
Luke,
recently
this
they're
isn't me.
8-2. They're 8-2 in their last 10 games, bro. They're peaking at the right time.
on the road.
They just ended the season with 2 road wins. So yeah.
There you go. That's double what they had all year. What were you gonna say, Jared?
Okay, now that you're done getting all your panties in a bunch.
I'm not. He just wants to talk stats, and I'm just saying, like, that's
I
what
know,
I
and
never
this-
said
and the-
stats.
and the
I never
sta-
said
the
stats. I
stats-
wanted to
the-
talk
the
matchups.
stats of the
Kings
last 3
aren't
years.
better.
Yes, I can't argue what happened in the last millennium,
that's
bro.
not what
But
I'm
like,
saying. The stats, what the stats that I'm bringing up is that it is very common for teams that win championships to get bored during the regular season.
all right, cool, bro. That's the difference,
all.
bro.
Yeah.
That's the difference. You know, you might think that this is the same Sacramento Kings, though. You might get bored that you have to play the Kings first round.
The Warriors also weren't healthy all year long until this
Okay.
final stretch. They weren't.
All
right.
Steph has
I'm
played
happy
like
for you.
50 games. Wiggins has played like 40 games.
It's gonna be a good series. That's
Yeah,
all I know.
like,
and
why can't we just chalk
once
it up to that?
once Saturday's done, then we will know where we stand.
Exactly.
But it'll
Like,
be a
this is
long
all
series.
hearsay at this point, and that's what I'm saying, bro. Yeah, I sat here and said that it's gonna go 7 games. I could have easily been like, "Oh, the Kings are gonna."
Actually, you
Come out
said
and sweep.
5. You just
You
said
said
they win at
five.
No.
5. Though
I
Yeah.
said
you
they need
we
to
can
do
check
that.
the receipts. You said
No.
they can win. They're
You
gonna
can
win
check
in
the
5
you can
if they
check the
win both.
damn receipts.
He
Jared.
didn't
I
know.
If they
said
win
they
both,
need to win in
If they
5.
win both,
It was
you
the
said if
Knicks.
they win both at
7.
home.
I said
Okay,
You said
if
if they
it
win the
happens,
first 2.
I said what
I'll
I think is
interject.
gonna happen is it goes
Yeah.
7. Thank you.
Yeah, he said 7. He said 7, but your original like explanation, you had it ending in 5 with the Warriors winning no road
That's
game.
ideal. That's ideal. That's ideal. If we get both,
I'm here
I
to
think
tell
we
you.
win in
I'm here to
5.
tell you it's not happening like that.
All right, good job, bro. You like congrats on your championships, bro. I'm really happy for you guys. Like you can rest your head on that, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. We are here. What happened this season? Let's see what
Yeah.
happens now.
We're
All right,
not
like,
resting our head.
Hey.
They're not resting their head on anything. They're going for number 5.
And on that note, Luke, the playoffs is a totally different season.
cool, bro. How many playoff games you played in?
I'm just telling you.
Okay,
I've watched a lot.
I'm glad you know.
I've watched a lot. How many have you got to watch?
I have watched a lot as well. I've watched a plenty of playoff games actually.
We're about to find out. We're about to find out what kind of 16-game players the Kings have because we know the Warriors have a lot of them.
Yeah.
Okay,
Exactly.
bro. I'm really proud of you. I'm like I said, bro. Like,
Stop getting
you guys
so
gotta do
defensive,
this.
Yeah,
bro.
you brought it up. We
I'm
didn't
not-
bring it up. You brought
I
it
didn't.
up.
We were moving to we were moving to Augusta National, and Tommy went. Oh, I really want to talk about this again. Like, there's nothing to talk about, bro. You're just gonna talk about their dynasty. And,
There's still. I'd be sick. I don't think I could get on a podcast if the Kings won in 4.
No, we'd have to get you. We'd do it from your house after
Yeah,
game 4.
no, y'all won't hear from me for like a month if the Kings
and
win
that's
in
and
4.
that's a
I'm turning my
cowardice thing.
phone off.
That's a cowardice thing to do. I would never do that.
Hey,
Here
so
he
what
goes.
about
Here he goes.
Okay,
Here he
hey.
goes. You'd never do that because you don't know what winning looks like.
Neither
haven't
do you. How
experienced
many
it.
Warriors jerseys you put on? What was that, Jay?
Hey,
I can go put on a lot right now.
can we
Yeah,
talk
step
about
on that floor,
Rombo?
too.
Can we talk about Rombo though?
Look, okay. Can we just put this to rest before I'm mad while we're talking about the beautiful?
You
game
are
of golf?
mad, bro.
I
You've
feel like
been
you're already
mad.
mad.
You-
I
yeah,
feel
you're
like
already
you're
already
mad.
mad.
No, I'm mad because
Pretty mad.
you
Hey.
riled me up, bro. Let me put it to rest
you
so
are
we can
mad.
move on. All
Oh,
right.
yeah, let's put it to rest. Warriors in 6.
I'm very
Let's move.
excited
We
for
Hey,
this
move.
series.
hey,
I-
hey!
we
Based
move.
the
on
whole
what's
world
going on
should-
right now, hey Tom, I think I might want to switch partners. Can you be my partner in the 2v2 scramble? Because like,
You know, Jared, I've talked a lot of shit, bro. I can't switch up now. Luke's still my guy on the course. Still my guy on the course.
like,
Can I, bro?
Luke,
we'll
see
also-
that? He's trying to draw. He's trying to bring cracks between us. We won't let it
I'm
happen.
not worried.
Sorry,
I'm
man.
not worried about all that. I'm not worried about it. The only reason why me and Tom can get into these arguments is because it shows how passionate we are about what we talk about.
Yeah.
And that's what's the driving force between us. But look, all I
yeah,
want to say
between,
is
not
I
together.
think the whole world should thank me and Tommy for manifesting this matchup because I think it is going to be the most exciting first round matchup. And everyone's going to be like, man, like this is something special that's going on in Northern California. And we've been talking about this for months. So you guys can
We have.
Do you think that they get if the Warriors sweep them? Do you think they get rid of the beam for good?
No, I feel like that's what I do think that's a
So
I
is the
think-
beam here to stay?
no, and I was thinking about this. I think it's gonna be interesting what they do with the beam because I feel like if we don't do anything in the playoffs, it's like all right, cool. Like the regular season beam, like then that becomes a thing, and we don't want to be
definitely
great.
gonna
You know
become
what
a
I
thing.
mean? So
That'll
like
be
we
the
have to.
narrative.
It's
That'll
gonna be
the
interesting.
narrative.
It's gonna be very interesting to see what happens with the beam because
Wow.
even if it works, like like best case scenario, we win the NBA championship. The beam is gonna be the greatest thing like of all time, right? But even then,
Yeah,
do
that'd
you
be pretty
continue
incredible.
to carry it over, or do you just beam it with this team? Like this was the beam team. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So
I mean,
it's gonna be interesting to see what they
It's gonna
do.
be electric. No, it's gonna be electric when the beam's lit twice in the playoffs this year. Like it's gonna be a good fun time for the 916. I'm looking
The
forward
thing
to
is,
it.
like, I can sit here and have a civil conversation, but he just wants to sit there and throw shots. I don't get it. All
That's what
right,
I'm
let's
saying.
talk about
Shots,
golf.
man.
Championship.
It's just the
Let's talk
reality
about-
of the situation.
Let's
That's all
talk
it
about
is.
golf. The reality is they're playing each other Saturday, Tommy.
Hey,
Let's
Not
talk
that
about
anything
golf.
is
the
happening.
reality
Let's
is,
talk about golf.
the reality is that Brooks Koepka had it was his Masters to win.
Let's talk about a narrative here. Let's talk about a narrative. And I told
Yeah,
Jared this, and he agreed with
yes,
me.
I'm waiting
wholeheartedly.
for it. I'm waiting for it.
The Live Golf now Mickelson put on for Live. in
He did.
on this final day. But the live golf narrative is about to plummet because Brooks Koepka, like Jared was just saying, had this in the bag. He was playing phenomenal golf. Live Golf plays 3-day tournaments. They play 54 hole matches or whole tournaments. The fourth day, the day that Brooks Koepka is not used to playing over the past year, he shit the bed. I don't know. I think it translates. And the media is going to push that.
Yeah, media is definitely going to push that. But also, this is the thing, though, too. Luke, you probably understand what I'm saying. Is like, Rom started going, though, and they're in the same group. Bro, that's crazy pressure when Rom starts going like that.
Right. And so,
But like,
let's talk
cracking.
more live golf because I'm not a live golf fan. Like, if that's not coming out, I'm not a fan. But think about so now you have a pressure of first winnings based on where you end up. He doesn't get that in live golf. He's getting paid millions no matter what he does or what his team does over at live. So again, he doesn't know what that Sunday pressure feels like because it's not just a little round robin tournament that he's got going on. I'm going to get the same paycheck after no matter what. Like, it's much different. Especially under the brightest lights at Augusta. Like, that's
But
crazy.
also, if I'm being honest, like, this might come off bad, but if I'm coming off the injuries he was coming off of and not playing well the last 2 years, I might be taking the guaranteed money as well, though.
Oh, 100%. I'm taking that money.
Like, bro, he got an NBA max contract.
No, it's actually sick, the money that they're throwing down.
Yeah.
Like, what? Like,
Did you hear about Patrick Cantley playing right in front of Rom and Koepka today?
Mm-mm.
I was watching him, but
he played like a super long round, like a 5-hour long round.
Yeah.
He's trying to slow them up just to put pressure on Koepka.
Yeah.
So this guy, I don't want to take anything away
think,
from Rom because this guy
Rombo is crazy. Like, he just doesn't miss shots. He just doesn't miss shots, dude. It's simple as that. Like, he just doesn't. Yeah. He doesn't make mistakes. It's kind of crazy to watch.
He's impressive.
Like, I think the other thing too is it's always like not like Brooks was playing phenomenal, but then with the weather, like, you never know, like, you know how it goes when your momentum gets messed up, you know,
right.
Like on the course, like, bro, I don't get to finish my round, so I have to finish my round the next morning early, and then I have to play my like 18.
But I think that goes back to the point you were just making. I feel like he doesn't have that like dog in him, that drive to like go and do that. Whereas like I'm sure Rom did, Scheffler and all of them got offered the same bag to go to live.
Oh,
right?
yeah, totally.
They're not taking it.
Yeah.
And like because they live for those moments. They want to be walking up 18 on Sunday with like they gotta hit this shot. You know what I mean? Like that's
But that's what I think
so
like
if he's already running from it to go get this money at live, he's not gonna be prepared for that. Like
because if you watch like the way he explained it, like the way he explained it in Full Swing, the Netflix show, he didn't want to come out and say it directly, but essentially he was saying he wanted to be on chill mode.
Yeah.
It was
like it was like
it.
Right, exactly. It was like, I've done everything, I've accomplished everything that I wanted to accomplish and blah blah blah. I was like, so you only want to win that many majors and like that many PGA? Like, it's not like you're Tiger or even Phil. Like, Phil makes sense. Like, out of anybody, like, Phil makes the most sense.
Yeah, I mean,
like Phil's just out there chilling, you know, like, and also like you may not like Liv, Luke, but like Phil was right in everything he said, and look at what the PGA Tour is doing now. Added $500 million in purse, added more like guaranteed events. Now there's a minimum pay, so like if you have a PGA card, if your earnings don't match up to $500K, they match it.
Yeah, I mean,
like that's cool. All because of Phil and Liv.
But like there's something about like it's like the same way for us. Like there's something about saying you made the league. There's something about saying you have a tour card. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, no, totally. But I'm saying that's like I see why someone like Phil would do it. I don't see why someone like Brooks would do it.
Yeah, lazy, want the money. Like it's easy for him. Yeah. Chill mode, like you said, and it showed today.
Yeah, I mean, Rom's good though, bro. Like I can't.
He's special.
Like I can't. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't want to take away from the tournament he had.
Like
But also,
you and I have golfed together a fair amount, and like when you're cooking, it's like tough to play with,
right?
Yeah. Like
I mean,
like when
I
someone
don't know.
is
You
like,
tell me. I don't know.
I'm giving you your flowers. Like, you're a good golfer. I've
No,
never
I'm
once
joking around. I'm
dogged you.
joking. No,
Are you
I
saying
think like
Jared? Are you saying Jared is never cooking?
no, I'm not saying that. Jared has
Confirmed.
his moments, man.
Confirmed.
Yeah,
Jared,
I have my moments, but
I
that
don't know,
doesn't.
Chris. Am I reading into that too much?
No,
or-
no,
no,
you're
we're
not, you're
gonna ask
definitely
Chris
not.
the question, Tommy. Don't
That's
worry.
what
We're
I heard.
asking
That's
Chris
what I
the
heard.
question.
Yeah, but like
Okay, that's what I heard. So
see, look, that's the thing is like I'm not stressed about what Tommy says. I'm not worried.
Yeah, that's
Luke,
cool.
on the other hand, if we start talking about Kings basketball, like I might just bring up
Here.
I hope the Kings Warriors series is going on while
just
we
here
do
for the mental
2v2.
gymnastics.
I'm
Yeah,
not
no,
sure.
that
You also
won't be
know how
happening.
well I can tune out.
I can confirm that.
Thing. Like you've complimented me on that. I have a decently good ability to like just be in the moment on the golf course. Like I don't take myself too seriously, but I also don't like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, for sure.
Like you've played with me
Self-fulfilling
after
prophecy.
I've had some of my like worst games on the court, which that should bother me. But then like I'm out on the course, so like I'm here. I gotta enjoy this. Like I'm not gonna.
Right. Yeah, or even like a couple tough holes and then recover.
Yeah, so it's like you know what
Yeah.
I mean. I'm not.
No, but
tripping.
that's
If you
what I
wanna
mean.
bring up
I
Kings
mean-
Warriors, cool. I'm there with.
I'm just saying
I'm
that
there.
like Rom, like sometimes there's nothing that you can do. Like when people like that are doing that, like and then you take like I think about it like, bro, think about that, and then Tiger's like times 10.
Yeah, it makes
Like winning by
makes it seem
15
bad.
strokes, like that's just like that's why everybody was scared of him on the tour when he was at his peak.
Yeah,
It's
it kind of puts it in
like,
perspective how dominant he was.
yeah, like I can only imagine what that felt like for other people.
Yeah.
Like you were literally
Like-
trying to get second. Like
Yeah, like I'm just fighting for my life to not
crazy.
hold him back.
that is pure
Yeah.
dominance,
Bro, I'm hitting 2 or 3 shots before this guy hits his second shot because he's going like 340 off the tee.
Yeah, it's
Imagine how
sick.
intimidating that used to be. Just matching
Yeah.
up with Tiger on a Sunday.
Wearing red.
Like, yeah,
You
you're
know,
Wearing
he's out
red.
for blood, literally.
yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I know it was sad to see him struggling, man. Sad.
That was a hard
Sad
scene.
to see him. Yeah.
I was gonna
hard
say,
scene.
but the amateur this week, man, that was a special story. He
That
didn't
was
finish
sick.
out very
Yeah.
strong, but that was fun to watch.
Yeah,
And
dude
the
was
confidence he brought forth,
ta-
like I was
taking
Yeah.
taking dip.
Yeah. he was out there enjoying himself. Did you listen to
Yeah.
his interview? I know. Did we talk about that?
No, I did.
He was like, because after the first 2 days, he was like 8 under. They're like, how does an amateur like you come out to Augusta and put up numbers like this? And he was like, oh, I think, and he like named the course that he won the amateur.
Oh.
He was like, oh, I think so and so course was harder than this. Honestly,
Yeah,
like,
he's
I was
tripping.
like,
I heard that. He's tripping on that. That was his demise right there.
I love it though. You gotta have.
Yeah, no,
that
I don't love
confidence.
that. That's not confidence. That's stupidity.
Yeah.
He's a kid, man. He's got a career.
Bro,
ahead of him, so.
I don't care. There's a reason why it's the Masters.
Yeah, the
Like you're
Masters.
8 under, bro. Just shut up and don't say that.
Yeah.
Kind of folded on the weekend, but it's all right.
Yeah, like
He's amateur, didn't get to touch the money, so it's all right.
What'd he finish at? Was like
he got
fifth?
14th.
Yeah,
Oh, 14th?
something like that.
Yeah, he fell off the last
It's like
last
-3 or
back nine.
-4, I want to say.
Yeah.
Good for him though.
Yeah,
Bro, that's
totally.
like, what
Like
are we
that's
talking
crazy.
about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, dude is like, dude.
So, how does that work with the earnings since he's an amateur? Does it just like
So-
fall to the next person?
I asked the same question today. I was gonna look it up actually because I asked my dad the same thing. I was like, since he can't win anything. So I think it's like you have to declare beforehand that you're an amateur or you're a pro. So like,
Yeah, because you can't
like
declare
let's say he
mid-round.
won and it was like, oh, here's the $15 million purse or whatever it was. I don't remember what it was, but it was something crazy like that. And he was like, oh, but I already declared I'm an amateur, so I don't know where the money divvy outs to,
But I feel like but it's a 10-9, but they get taxed as 1099 like third party contractors. So it's like, I feel like there's a way where he's gonna get the money though.
I mean, he'll get something. But he's an amateur.
Yeah, whether
like,
that's
he
like
can't.
sponsorships or something.
No, but there's a way. Like there's no way. Like because
They'll
they
find a
can't.
way to feed him something.
That
He'll get
will
an
no, they
NIL.
have to feed him that money because if they give that money to something like let's say that I got 50.
Oh, you're saying
right?
from the Masters.
like the
perspective.
master standpoint,
It
like
has to get-
so yeah, because if I get 50th, right? Let's say my winnings are $50,000 or whatever, right? Just make it easy. Like you can't give me his $600,000, and then I'm gonna get taxed on it but not receive it. You know what I mean?
No, I don't know. I
So it's
actually
like-
don't know what happens to it. Maybe his caddy just pockets it all.
That'd be sick, bro.
Just
Yeah,
walks away with a bag.
yeah.
Yeah.
How? What about Rom and Scheffler's caddies making more money than like 90% of the guys on tour already?
Good for them. They're part of it, though. They're part of it.
They are. No, I know, but I'm just saying. It's really
Yeah,
crazy.
wild.
Oh man. Anything else, or is it starting five time?
I think I'm good. Last thing. Israel Adesanya is back.
What did you just say?
I said Israel Adesanya is back.
Try again.
Yeah, I was about to say. I didn't
Did
even
I-
know what you were
did that
saying,
come
but
out
I
wrong?
know that's not right.
It's Adesanya.
Adesanya. Oh, my bad. That came out way wrong.
Israel
I was like, on a
Adesanya.
Sunday. What are you talking?
No, I'm not really familiar with Israel on a Sunday's game. Must be a good fighter. This guy
back, though. He's
must
back.
be he's back.
Oh, man.
How about it? Let's give it a hand for Israel on a Sunday.
Thought it was like
on
a
a
Israel on a
Sunday.
Monday.
WWE
On a
wrestler or
Sunday.
something.
It is Sunday. Hey, yeah. Those 1
That
a.m.
was
wake
awesome.
ups are those 1
No, that
a.m.
was
wake ups are
awesome.
killing me.
He put that dude to sleep.
Yeah, after getting he was getting his ass kicked.
Yeah, that was awesome. And then he came in with the freaking
Yeah,
that was
his
sick.
celebrations after winning are just pure comedy.
He's the coolest dude in the sport in UFC. He's so funny.
So,
Pure entertainment.
all right,
What a
Chris,
week! What a weekend!
I know we're excited about this starting five.
Yeah,
I know I am.
so we talked about Chris hooping, doing it all. So Chris is a lefty. I feel
Golf's
like we
righty
should've-
though.
Yeah, he does. He's a weird lefty. He's one of those weird lefties, but like it's
Mm.
part of him
Thank
being
you.
like an unorthodox hooper. So weird
Yeah.
lefty. So we got starting five lefties. This is a special topic. This is definitely a special topic. Chris, we always throw it to the guest first. You can deny if you want, but I feel like you're ready to go.
I'll take
it's
it.
all you.
I'll take it. Listen, Luke, I'm not gonna take your guy. Let's
Hey.
not do that.
Appreciate you.
But first off the board, we gotta talk about a guy.
Luke's gonna have 2 Kings players on his.
Okay, can you stop it? This is all time, right? I did mine all time.
Yeah, all time.
Okay.
We want to talk about a guy. First and foremost, I want to thank everybody coming out to my tryout. We had a lot of talent out there.
Yeah.
But
This
this
is
is a
stand-up
dog
GM
eat dog
right there.
world over here. We can we can only select a certain amount of players here. So hit the road, maybe go to one of these fellas teams.
Okay.
Not mine, though.
Not mine.
Can we talk about the guys that are on your starting five, not all the guys that aren't on your starting five?
It's a press conference.
So first off the board for me, the point guard, we got to talk about a guy who's going to be, he's going to bring that grit to the table. He's going to set the standard for our team. We're going to look at a Kings player here. We're going to look at Nate Archibald.
Yeah,
It's nice.
Let's go.
Good
Let's
pick.
throw
It's
it
a good
back.
pick.
that's a great
Warriors player.
pick, man. That's a great pick.
Yep. So he's going to be around my point. At my 2, I'm going to take a guy. Luke knows him well. He's his brother, basically. I'm going to take Joe Ingles.
Mm.
Whoa.
I need him. I need him as
That's
my.
a
Whoa.
fantastic pick.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Was
Wow, that's a
not
good
ready
pick.
for that. Not
Yeah.
ready for that.
I was not ready for Joe Ingles today.
This is such a good pick.
Yep. So now we got to think about. I need a glue guy, just as Tommy was saying earlier. I need a Swiss Army knife. If we want to look at the Heat's championships, they're not winning all these without this guy. We got to look at Chris Bosh. He's my
At the
3.
three?
At the small forward.
I'm taking him at the 3.
Wow,
Interesting.
this is
He's gonna hold
something
this
else.
together.
Yep. No, we're working with something here.
This is an unorthodox
Yep.
lineup
We got
for my man.
we have a special 5 here.
Yeah.
At the 4, sorry to break your heart here, Luke, but I gotta take the Croatian sensation, Tony Kukoc.
Yeah, good pick. Good pick.
He's at my 4. He's gonna, he'll step out there.
He's playing the floor, not Chris Bosh.
Nope.
Yeah, I mean-
Nope. See, maybe you and your squad, you're doing that, but not
I'm
over
not
here.
taking either of those guys on my squad.
That's where you're wrong. That's a mistake. My 5, he's gonna hold it down. Some might say he's a thick guy. He's like that Spanish dip. You know
Oh
what I
my
mean?
God,
He-
Chris! What? is
No
wrong with you,
way.
bro?
He's
my
tough
God.
to
No
move.
way.
He's tough to move.
He just
I
said
know
he's
what
a
he's got.
thick guy. He just said he's a thick.
I know where you're going with this too. Damn, me and Chris were really similar, I think.
You
I
said the
bet you guys
spinach
were.
dip, bro.
I'm gonna take David Robinson as my
Oh
5.
wow, that's not what I was expecting. Okay,
Yep. I know who you were
Oh
expecting,
my
but no,
gosh.
I had to switch it up.
I
Yep,
like that. I like that.
my 5.
I think it's a good
That's a
5,
five.
fellas. Anyone have any disputes with that?
No, good vibe.
Just
I
the
mean,
explanation on the 5.
yeah. Curious, but good vibe.
To see us perform, you'll have to wait, just like the Kings in the playoffs.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Tom, Jared, me. What's
I mean,
what
I
we
can
thinking?
go if you guys aren't ready.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm
I'm
ready.
ready as
whenever.
well. It doesn't matter.
I'll go last. I can go last.
You go last. Tom, what you want? You want to go or is it me?
Yeah, whatever. I'll give it a run. Give it a run here. All right.
Have at it.
At my one, this guy, I want my point guard to be a winner. All right. And he hasn't won anything. He hasn't won a championship yet in the NBA, but he's a damn good player. Patented college guy. A lot of winner in college, all right? You guys are giving me crazy faces. This guy's a winner in college. And he's going to be I think he's going to be a winner in the NBA. I mean, he's a winner.
I know
right? He hasn't won a championship, but he's a winner. I got Jalen Brunson. All right.
Yep.
Jalen Brunson at my one. Dog. Changed the Knicks culture this year. They're legit now, and I mean they were good a few years ago, but Jalen Brunson came back and brought him back to relevance. Mavs were in the Western Conference Finals last year, and they aren't in the playoffs this year. I mean, he's a difference maker. All right, Jalen Brunson at the 1. At the 2, we've got an unsung hero of the dream team. Give me Michael Redd, knockdown shooter,
Man,
absolute burner clip. That guy's gonna hit shots for us. At the 3, I usually I usually go with a star player at my 3, but I want the glue guy here. And that's why I'm going with defensive menace, Tayshaun Prince at the 3.
Good pick.
Tayshaun Prince, I love his game. He's just
sick over there. Sick.
Came to my
I have
audibles.
I've good audibles.
Yeah, there's a lot of good lefties, man. Like at the 4, going with a bruiser, absolute bruiser. He's from where bullies get bullied. We know the quote. Give me Zach Randolph, Zebo on the block. And yeah, he was a king at one point.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, not a lot of shooting with my squad. We're gonna pound it inside. All right, that's what we're gonna do. I'm going with holding it down. Holding it down in the paint. I've got Mark Eaton. All right, nothing's going in there. He's turning everything away at the rim.
It's a good 5, man. Yeah, it's a good 5.
Great pick.
All right, so I'm gonna make some changes now. At my point guard, I'm not gonna say who we all think I'm gonna say. I'm just gonna let the cat out the bag now. De'Aaron Fox is my walk-on pick. All right, I left him off the list, but there you go. Just
what if I put him in my 5 though? If I put him in my 5, then you can't have him as your walk-on.
Sure. I mean, okay, I have backups then, but it's out now that's what I was gonna do. If you want
the cat is out the bag.
At the
not
point
the Fox
guard,
is out of the bag.
At the point guard, I thought, everyone said that you're not going to go with your guy. This is also my guy for different reasons. I got Mighty Mouse Damon Stoudemire at my point guard. I think that's a phenomenal pick, rookie of the year. This guy, stand up individuals.
First pick in the Toronto Raptors franchise. Great pick.
Yeah, good pick right there. At the 2, great pick, Tom. I got Michael Redd. He hits up fast, can score in bunches. I need that. Michael Redd. At the 3, again, Chris, I'm at the 4. I gotta have him at the 3. Give me Tony Kukoc. I have to. I gotta pay my homage. This guy's an integral part of the Bulls dynasty. I believe the second half, but it's neither here nor there. At the 4, this is a name that hasn't come up yet. I'm surprised Chris didn't have him in his starting 5. Chris is a huge Duke fan. I got Zion at the 4. Now I think health might be some concern.
He came to the tryouts.
Yeah, I think.
But he couldn't participate.
Yeah, he was hurt.
He passed the physical in my camp. I don't know. Maybe you guys don't have you guys don't have.
You got those any given Sunday kind of doctors out there.
You're not located in New Orleans, so the gumbo diet probably wasn't there.
Yeah, the beignets weren't there.
Yeah, no. So I got Zion at the 4. This is
incredible talent. Incredible talent.
Gonna fill up the gym. A lot of people are gonna fill the gym to watch this guy. And at the 5, I had to do it. I have Domantas Sabonis at 5. I think this guy deserves to be in MVP conversation this year. You guys might say I'm gassing, but I genuinely think he deserves to be in MVP conversations this year. Recency bias, I want him at my 5.
Fair enough.
Like top 3 MVP conversation?
No,
or
5.
like
5.
okay.
I slot him in
Okay.
there 4 or 5. 4 or 5.
Sure.
Now,
But
my
in the
team-
conversation nonetheless.
Oh.
No, I'm not disagreeing. I said
All right, my team, straight bucket getters everywhere. Everywhere.
Yeah.
Some real sauce at the 1. He's going to be a big point guard. He has a couple championships. He has some off-court issues we have to work on, but I feel like my social media team can kind of reel him back in. I think I got good management. Give me Lamar Odom at the point guard.
the point guard.
Who was on crack?
Now,
Wait,
shooting guard.
At the point guard?
At the
Yeah.
point guard. Did you not watch at the
No,
A1 mixtape?
I'm
Come on, man.
familiar with what Lamar Odom could do, but
Hey, I mean, if you watch the Lakers play when they won, he was initiating the offense most
let
of
me
the time.
hear the
and
rest
Derek
of your
Fisher.
list. Let me hear the
Probably
rest
has-
of your list.
He probably has Ben Simmons at his 4. So
Wow, that is crazy disrespectful.
I really hope
anyways.
you have a certain person at the 2.
Shooting guard. No, you're not going to guess who's at the 2. Because he's old school. This is before your time. He was nice. He's still nice. Still plays. Give me Katino Mobley at the 2.
great
Oh yeah, he's a
pick.
bucket. He's a bucket.
That's
Yes.
a phenomenal pick.
He still cooks the
Yeah.
big 3.
Yeah, Katino Mobley at the 2. Now, my 3, kind of on the smaller side, but still bucket and still can sauce. And that this team's all about sauce. So the small forward, give me Nick Van Exel.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like that.
So power forward, it's crazy this person hasn't got picked. Famous Warrior, one of the best players to ever come out of the greatest organization in the NBA franchise.
Talk.
Chris Mullin, power forward.
Yep.
Yeah. I
Took
thought
my-
Tom was going to take him. So
Yeah,
Took my
Chris
walk-on.
Mullin at the power forward.
Mm.
That's crazy. He's a walk-on. That's
yeah,
nuts.
you had to have known that one of these 2 was going to take him.
Yeah.
Chris.
Okay. And then now we got all those buckets, all that scoring. Give me the greatest winner of all time.
Yeah.
Taking everything in the middle. Give me Bill Russell at the
I like it.
center.
Well done.
I like it.
Well done.
I'll flip it
Somebody
around.
had to.
Yeah. Walk on. What's up?
Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
No, what? What do you got?
No, go ahead. We'll get back.
Walk
Go
on.
back.
So Luke's going to love this. It's a great walk-on pick. Great story. Dude is an awesome hooper. Awesome person. Last pick of the draft.
Yep.
Yep.
Give me Isaiah Thomas
I
as
like
my
that a lot.
walk-on.
I like that a lot.
Still grinding. Slow grind. Shout
that
out.
a lot.
IG.
Facts.
I like that a lot. I have De'Aaron Fox. I think the meme speaks for itself. This guy has ignited an entire city. He put, him and Sabonis deserve to be on my team. And they are. I had another name ready, so I'll leak that after because I don't want to take someone's thunder. But we're going Foxy at the walk-on position here.
I kind of want to make some changes to my squad here.
Oh,
Is this legal?
I don't know.
Is it legal? I don't know. Well, I don't want to have the same. See, like a lot of my walk-ons just got picked, so like, if we can do some like management movement around, I'd love to like get the approval from you
Tommy's
guys.
always being difficult.
Yeah,
I
feel
want to
like
move
this is interesting.
Tayshaun. I want to move Tayshaun Prince to my walk-on.
What is
Okay,
this, Moneyball?
and I want to slide Michael Redd to the 3, and I want to put Manu Ginobili at the 2. I don't know how he wasn't picked. I thought he was going to get picked. That's why I didn't pick him.
Yeah, no one picked James Harden either.
Yeah, I'm off that.
So like, if
There's
I
a
have a
reason
blessing,
for
I'm
that.
if I have a blessing, I'm putting Tayshaun Prince in my walk-on. I'm
All right,
sliding
man, go
Manu
ahead.
Ginobili.
You can do it, Cinnabon Delights. You can do it,
Yeah,
bro.
Cinnabon Delight, get it done.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Next thing you know, he's gonna tell me that's his entree.
He already did, Jared, last week.
That's my
All right, Chris.
point.
Walk on. I know you said you got to make an audible here.
Yep, I had to make an audible. I'm going Ben Simmons.
Oh,
Now listen. He's got a lot of untapped potential here. His bag is deep. He's gonna be that. He's gonna be that guy that's always in the gym working for us. He's gonna motivate. He's gonna motivate my starting five. They're gonna come
I
to the
love
gym. They're gonna be
satire.
ready to go. Yep.
This has to be a bad take. This gotta be.
Ben
This gotta be one
Simmons.
of the worst takes. Now, so I had a prediction for Chris's 5. I thought for sure his twin was gonna sneak in. Luke Kennard didn't make the cut.
Yep. He didn't deserve the money that we were giving out.
Okay. And then my backup walk on, which I thought for sure Jared was gonna take, because this kind of feels right up Jared's alley. I thought Brandon Jennings was gonna go off the board as well.
I like Brandon
too.
Jennings, but
I did too.
I went with Nick Van Exel because it was like farther removed from current basketball. Like I
Yeah.
had Nate Archibald as my point guard, but when that got picked, I was like, and I had Michael Redd on my team, so I like moved both of them out.
Yo, there was a Michael Redd, like on one of them, like most early video games I was playing. Michael Redd was like unstoppable. I don't remember what year it was, what system I was playing on, but that was like, I was like, oh, he's tough.
He had a very easy shot, like in the video game. His shot was
Yeah.
easy to green.
So I remember really loving Michael Redd on one of the video games.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, special fives there, man. I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah, a lot of
including
variation.
including the last minute substitution. I don't think Tayshawn's going to be too happy about you taking him out of the starting 5 right before game time, but
Yeah.
Tayshawn will understand.
Yeah, that might.
he's got to.
Tayshawn's not a guy that cares about that kind of stuff.
Right. Okay. Heard you. Well, Chris's name was recently dropped last week because we were supposed to have the greatest foursome of all time play last week, but unfortunately, Philadelphia Airlines, whatever you were on, they weren't cooperating.
Deliver. Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
So you didn't get to see Jared's prowess around the green, I should say, but I know he has some words of encouragement for you today.
Of course.
Yeah, that wasn't my best showing, but hey, we're here to get better every day. I'm
Wait,
not running from the work.
If I'm not mistaken, this was supposed to be a pod topic. Jared hit Luke with a ball.
Oh,
Did I hear
we
that
gotta
right?
talk about this.
Wait,
We gotta
what?
talk about this at Castle
Hold
Oaks.
up.
You don't remember
What
this?
happened?
You don't remember when you hit me with the ball?
Oh, yeah. I doinked a putt and then I just
And then
hit
he got
the ball.
mad and he
Hit
hit
the
it back
ball.
towards towards
the cart.
the carts, and I was thinking, damn, bro.
It hit him in the bottom of the shoe. Like it didn't
So
hit
should
him.
I be
Who's coming out
scared
with
for
this?
my life? Should
Yeah,
I be
we're
scared
bringing-
for my life when we're on the
We're bringing
course?
riot shields to the
Yeah.
2v2.
Anyways.
Okay, because I had to bring that up because Luke said we needed to talk about that.
No,
Jared hit him with a
I
ball.
didn't
I
hit.
forgot.
He's making it seem like I hit him with an actual golf shot.
I mean, the ball came off the putter with some velocity in my direction. Now, I don't know if that was because I just bombed a drive before or something. I actually didn't hit a good drive that hole. So that's not what
Yeah, that was the hole
the-
where there was a sinkhole in the middle of the fairway and my ball got lost.
What,
No,
what
that-
course
that-
were you guys playing on?
Played
It
on
was
the wire.
muddy
terrible.
Castle
It was
Oaks.
terrible. Yeah, it was terrible. There was sand. It was literally a beach on the greens.
It wasn't awful.
The greens,
wasn't
some of
good
those
at
greens
all.
are really bad.
Oh, the greens were
Yeah,
dog, but other
yeah,
than
it was
that, it wasn't
bad.
horrible.
But
Not the best
anyways,
conditions. But yeah,
So-
Jared did hit me with the ball.
okay, soft. Well, now that we recalibrated, Chris, I'm gonna get my 50 chips a night. I might even get my lefty swing right, so I can wear 2 green jackets like Bubba Watson, even if they're a little tight.
That was it.
No,
That was
it's that was like a 4-2. Oh yeah, that was
Nah, that ain't it, man.
Fuck
Yeah,
that.
that's gonna
ain't
be a
it.
no for me, dog.
All right, it's all good.
It's all right though. I like the acting though.
We try again next week.
I mean,
Not today, bub.
all I'm saying is that
Not
Masters
today,
weekend,
bub.
Masters weekend had to add the Masters in there.
Yeah,
so.
no, that was good. You tied it in well, but
Yeah.
It's-
You
it's
just set
not-
the
that,
bar
that
with-
wasn't that wasn't a needle mover for me.
yeah, no, definitely not like this episode. This episode was definitely a needle mover. That's for sure.
No doubt.
All right, Tom, let's see what cool shit you got to say on the outro.
I mean, now we're just getting personal. Like this is ridiculous.
Relax,
Whoa,
Jay.
the people probably think we hate each other. Like for real, bro. Like I don't know.
Oh, man.
I'm just gonna go ahead and give Chris his flowers now. Chris, thanks for coming on, man. We've been waiting for this one, definitely. You're the
Appreciate you guys
man.
for having me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course, man. Long
That
overdue,
was
in
real
my
inspirational, Tom. Real inspirational.
Real enthusiastic.
Yeah, you get him dandelions over there. What kind of flowers you giving him?
opinion. Jared, are you in your feelings, man? It was a
No,
bad monologue.
I know. I'm just keeping it going.
Okay. Well, we don't have to do that. Does anyone else have anything to say to Chris before I end this?
Love
Chris,
you, Chris.
man,
Thanks for
love
coming
you,
on, man.
Appreciate you coming on.
Yeah,
You
see you on
know,
a link
probably won't
soon.
be. Yeah, probably won't
Yes,
be the last
sir.
appearance we see from Chris on the Walk On Pod too.
Yeah.
Glad we introduced him now, so he's in
Yes,
there.
sir.
Good talk,
Fun
guys.
time, fellas.
Good talk.
Yeah.
All right, man. This has been your favorite walk-ons. We're gonna go ahead and walk out.